I saw someone comment about Casey Thompson quitting on the team, and that's why Anthony Grant and Trey Palmer weren't going to have 1,000-yard seasons. Now, I thought about defending Casey Thompson. Those are incendiary things to say about a player. And because I've got two kids about Casey's age, one of them still in college, I thought about, someone should stand up and say something in defense of Casey Thompson and maybe even do a video about it. Because this kid's been playing hard, giving it his all, game after game, playing all year long, running for his life, and then getting hurt in the Illinois game. How dare somebody make that comment about Casey Thompson? When he's hurt, he's the starting quarterback. He came to Nebraska to play and win and leave it all out on the field, and he may have left his career out on the field. And then before I started typing, I did a little thinking. The question about whether or not Casey Thompson quit on the team is an answer. There's no answer to that question is not something you and I can know. I want to ask a different question. But what difference does it make in terms of Nebraska's season? You think they're going to go to a bowl game with Casey Thompson? How about this? I can make an argument. It's better that Casey Thompson, if he's going to play next year, let him sit out the last couple games and let Smothers and Purdy and whoever else wants to throw the ball get some time in the last couple games. I guess real competition. If you're Casey Thompson's advisors or parents, do you say, listen, Casey, you're not going to a bowl game. You'll be running around like a chicken with his head cut off, trying to fend for your life, play after play over the last couple games of the season, coming off a severe, potentially career-ending injury. I mean, the nerve damage is nothing to fool around with. So you say, hey, listen, Casey, go ahead and go back and play the last couple games where there's nothing to play for except for loyalty to Nebraska? Is that what you would tell your kid? Is that what you would say? Considering that Casey Thompson transferred from Texas to fill the spot of someone who transferred to K-State. This is the age of the NIL. And you are absolutely deluding yourself if you think these players are here for anything more than a business decision. Well, maybe as a business decision, it's also a good idea for him to sit out and start fresh next year, either at Nebraska or somewhere else. Here's the third level of this question of Casey Thompson quitting. There are a lot of players on this team that if Mickey Joseph is not the head coach, or Deion Sanders is not the head coach, a lot of players ain't going to be here anyway. Half the team are transfer players. Half of them, it could have been said, quit on their former team. You have a team of players at Nebraska that someone at some other team has called a quitter. It's the state of college football in 2022. Do I think that Casey Thompson quit? Nah, not in the way that the person on Facebook meant it. No, I don't think that. Would I be surprised that somewhere in the back of his mind, he's not kind of okay with not playing right now? Nah, I wouldn't be surprised about that. And you better not be surprised when Casey Thompson and other players make the grand season-ending decision to not come back next year. There are a lot of players who aren't going to be here and who will be seen as quitters, and that's because they're going to think, and this is the ultimate point I want you to come away from this video with. There are people who think that Casey Thompson has quit, but if Nebraska doesn't make the right choice for head coach, there are a lot of players on the team now and a lot of players who aren't going to come to Nebraska because they will believe that Nebraska has quit on them.
Oh, I say it again, you've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok. This is what he does.